AITA for choosing to not get involved when my daughter threw away my wife's shampoo collection? For context, I, 39, got married to my wife, Nellie, 36, months ago. I have to say that Nellie and my daughter, her stepdaughter, Megan, 16, never gotten along. They have lots of disagreements and nothing in common, and it was obvious since the first say they met, but I didn't do anything about it, thinking they'd move past their differences and warm up to each other the longer they spend time together. I was wrong, because once we moved in together the fights got worse. Nellie would complain from Megan throwing away stuff of hers just because she thought it didn't belong there. It's been basically a mouse and cat game, and I've lost track on who's right and who's wrong. I did try to establish some boundaries to try to bring back peace to my home, and had them agree that each stays in their own lane and not bother each other. Nellie said that I was wrong to think that what Megan is doing is okay, but I told her to let it slide. Nellie has a special type of haircare products for her sensitive hair. Shampoo, conditioner, etc., etc. She put them in the bathroom, but Megan ended up throwing them away, saying that Nellie had no right to store her products in the bathroom cause it's not her house. To keep the peace, I asked Nellie to just keep her stuff in the bedroom and take it with her whenever she wants to take a shower, to which she agreed. Last night Nellie took a shower and forgot her hair products in the bathroom. Megan ended up going in there, and then the shampoo collection was gone. Nellie freaked out and then had a fight after Megan told her she dumped them out, saying she already warned her about leaving her stuff laying around in the bathroom. Nellie broke down, and when I said I choose to stay out of this because of how petty it was, she blew up at me. She yelled about how I keep letting Megan get away with bad attitude and unjustified misbehavior. Told me to stop enabling her and start setting consequences for her actions. I told her she should have been more careful knowing how Megan is, so I feel like this was preventable. But she said that she forgot her stuff there and didn't think Megan would go that far. We had an argument and that was it. Megan is acting nonchalant despite me talking to her, and Nellie went to stay with her parents, saying I need to step up and do something. YTA. Is this for real? You let your 16-year-old daughter dictate where your wife keeps her shampoo. You let her say it's not your wife's house. You let her get away with throwing stuff away? It's past time to address this directly. Apologize to your wife. Set clear boundaries for your daughter. And follow through. Lul, yes, YTA. She yelled about how I keep letting Megan get away with bad attitude and unjustified misbehavior. Told me to stop enabling her and start setting consequences for her actions. I told her she should have been more careful knowing how Megan is, but she said that she forgot her stuff there and didn't think Megan would go that far. Your wife is 100% right. What you're allowing is unacceptable. YTA. Prepare to be a divorcee. YTA, big time. Just to be clear, you're okay with your daughter telling your wife she doesn't have the right to keep shampoo in her bathroom because she doesn't belong? That's keeping the peace? Your daughter ruined your wife's property and you stayed out of it? You're enabling your daughter to keep this up. Your wife should run. She is clearly not a priority to you and not welcome in her own home. Just so we're clear, you're letting your teenage daughter terrorize your wife without even attempting to course correct. Because you can't be bothered to parent her? You might as well start referring to Nellie as your soon-to-be ex-wife, because there's no way in hell she's going to stick around when you've shown her that you don't have her back at all. YTA. YTA here, absolutely. She's your child. You should be acting like a parent. Why would you act like they should work it out when it's literally your house and your child? YTA. And I have a hard time believing you don't know it. Why did you marry Nellie if you were going to let a teenager bully her in what is, in fact, now her home? Would you let Megan get away with treating any other friend or relative like this? I sure hope not. YTA. Your kid is constantly throwing away other people's stuff. In no way is that okay behavior. Telling your wife that she can't store her bath products in the bathroom of her own damn house is ridiculous. Is raising a brat your actual goal here? YTA. Up, you have a responsibility as a parent to resolve conflict within your own family, household. The fact you immediately distanced yourself from this situation says a lot about you. Stand your ground and apologize to both your wife and your daughter. You have been useless here. As petty as the argument may seem, that's not the point. The point is you acting like a parent. And at the moment you're acting like a child. Up, for the sake of your own family. Get it together. Apologize to your wife and consider punishing your daughter as she's acting like a brat. YTA. You should back your wife. Imagine if this was reversed and she had a child throwing your things out because it's not your house. Obviously Megan is young and not taking this very well. But that doesn't excuse her behavior and you shouldn't let it slide. I actually feel sorry for your wife. As a husband, you should be supporting her as it is clearly making her upset to the point of breaking down. Keeping out of it isn't really an option here. It's not her biological daughter and Megan clearly does not respect her as a parental figure. Thus, you have to step in. YTA. Congrats on the soon-to-be divorce. Also for allowing you 16-yo to control your life. YTA. You set absolutely no boundaries and are enabling your daughter to be an asshole without consequences. It's not to anybody but to your wife. She had no right to store her products in the bathroom. You are just letting those comments slide without doing anything about it? Hope you like being single again sooner than later. If this is true, you need to stop playing dumb and stop letting a 16-year-old run your home. Your wife is not a guest in the home you share. She doesn't need to remove her toiletries from the bathroom because you need spray starch for your spine. I suggest you man up or call a divorce attorney and stop having relationships if you are going to let your daughter run your life. Either way, YTA. YTA, you need to step up being a father and discipline your daughter. And you're married to the woman. It is her house now too, and Megan needs to understand that. Get on her. Make her pay for the replacements. If she doesn't have a job, have her do chores for Nellie to help pay for them. Nellie has every right to leave her stuff in the bathroom. It sounds as if Megan is a bit of an herself and needs to take responsibility for her actions. Be the father and step up. YTA. So you are a bad partner and dad. YTA in spades. It's not about the shampoo. It's about territory, and you are letting your wife down big time. You really thought you would throw two people together and it would all just magically work out? You created a fight cage. This is Nellie's home now. Home that is supposed to be a safe place for her and her stuff. Even roommates in a dorm would expect if they left something in the bathroom, it would be safe. If someone took it, they would be labeled a thief. The thief would have consequences. You dropped the ball big time on that. This is why I always recommend step families find a new home to start over. You are letting Megan run the house. You are allowing her to bully Nellie. You may not like being in the middle, but you made the situation and you are going to have to be the one to fix it. Every time Megan bullies Nellie, there must be consequences. Megan needs to learn that Nellie has just as much right to be there, safe and have places in the home. It's share time now. You need to get these two into therapy and establish boundaries immediately. No matter what. Megan cannot be allowed to disrespect and bully Nellie. She can start by buying Nellie new products, even if it means she has to do chores to pay for them. You need to rebuild Nellie's trust in you that you will protect her. You blew that trust and now you will need to address that as well. YTA. You are an enabler and raising a bully. You have zero respect toward your wife. YTA. So much the You do not give any indication of anything Nellie has done to Megan and you do nothing to defend Nellie. It is not hard to make Megan understand that she is not to touch other people's property and she will be held responsible for it if she does. You owe Nellie for the replacement of all her property and you need to teach your daughter some manners. YTA. It's one thing to give them time to try to find some semblance of balance living together. It's another to ask your wife to act like a guest in her own home and to enable truly behavior of your daughter. She has no right to disrespect other people's things. Period. You still have to discipline your daughter when she acts out of line. That isn't choosing favorites. It's parenting. You aren't doing your daughter any favors here. Not only are YTA to your wife but also to your daughter. This behavior is not okay and telling your wife to ignore it does nothing for any of you. If you are not going to value and respect your wife, please divorce her so she can find someone who will. If you cannot parent your child, please seek out support from family or a professional that will help you.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. AmITheAsshole is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.